Hi dear students, today we will discuss about relation between u, v, r and mu. It means object distance, image distance, radius of curvature and refractive index. A relation between object distance, image distance, radius of curvature and refractive index in a spherical surface. Okay. Relation between u, it means object distance, v, image distance, r, radius of curvature and mu, refractive index. So object distance, image distance, radius of curvature and refractive index in a spherical surface. Okay, so here this one is a spherical surface. It means a spherical refracting surface. And this side we consider that a glass and here we consider that a air. Okay, so this reason, so glass refractive index we consider that mu2 and air is a mu1. So that's why, so this one is a denser media and this one is a rarer media. And here, so this one is a center of this refracting surface. It means we consider that a pole. Okay, and this point we consider that a P. S, so this one we consider that a P. And here, somewhere we consider that a object, so this one is a point in size, or we consider that a source. Okay, so here, so this one is an incident ray, incident on a refracting surface. Okay, so this point we consider that a O and this one is a M. OM is incident ray. OM is incident ray. Then this light ray is refracted. Okay. So this light ray is refracted and here we get a image S. So this light ray is refracted and somewhere we get a image. Okay, so MI we consider that refracted ray. SMI is a refracted ray. And here, so this one is the center of curvature C. S. So this reason, if you draw normal S, so this one is a normal. It means MC we consider that a normal ray. MC is a normal. And so this one we consider that image, so that's why optic center, or we consider that pore of a refracting surface to object distance is U. SOP, OP is object distance. OP is object distance. Why? Because any distance measured from pole of a refracting surface. And P to I, so this one we consider that a image distance. It means PI is equal to V, it means image distance. Okay, so this one is a U, object distance. And another one, P to C. So this one we consider that a radius of curvature. S, so radius of curvature, it means R Okay, so this distance we consider that r, it means PC. R, it means radius of curvature. Okay, so here MOP, so this angle we consider that alpha. MCP, so this one we consider that a gamma. Another one MIP, so this angle we consider that a beta. And here, so this one is incident ray and this one is normal, and this angle is angle of incident, and a refracted ray and a normal. Okay, so this angle we consider that a angle of a refraction R. I is angle of incident, angle of a refraction. Okay, so here angle MOP alpha. Another one we consider that angle MCP. So this one is gamma. Another one angle MIP. So this one is beta. Okay. So here I we consider that exterior angle. I is exterior angle. So exterior angle is equal to the sum of internal and opposite angles. Exterior angle is equal to sum of internal opposite angle. Okay, so here we consider that I is exterior angle. So this reason I is equal to, so in this triangle OMCO, in this triangle, in triangle OMC, in this triangle I is the exterior angle, so I is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. It means alpha plus gamma, alpha plus gamma. Why here we consider that alpha plus gamma? Why? Because I is exterior angle. And another one triangle here CMI, so triangle CMI. In this triangle, gamma is exterior angle, R and beta. So these are interior and opposite angle. So this reason, so gamma is equal to, exterior angle is equal to sum of interior opposite angle. It means R plus beta. Okay, here we get incident, angle of incident, and R is angle of refraction. So this reason we want angle of refraction R is equal to gamma minus beta. Okay. Another thing, so this incident ray and refracted ray, so these are, we consider that a paraxial ray. So paraxial, it means so these are light ray near to the principal axis. It means when these ray we consider that a paraxial, then we get a alpha, beta, gamma, and angle of incident and angle of refraction is very small. So this reason here, suppose OM, it means incident ray, and MI, mi, we consider that paraxial, then what happen? Angle value is very small. So this reason here we want to calculate alpha, beta and the gamma value. Why? Because angle of incidence is nothing but alpha plus a gamma, angle of refraction, it means alpha gamma minus beta. So this reason we want to find out alpha, beta and the gamma value. So this reason if you draw perpendicular line, so this one is a n. Okay, so Pn is a very small distance. So this distance is a negligible. Yes, so this reason almost all we consider that a Pn is a very small distance. So this reason Mp, otherwise Mn, both are same. Okay, so paraxial. So this reason here we consider that the first triangle we want to calculate alpha value. Here we consider the triangle MON. So triangle MON. In this triangle we want to calculate alpha value. As it means tan alpha. Tan alpha is equal to opposite by adjacent, opposite Mn divided by adjacent side On. Is okay, Mn divided by O n. Why here we consider that tan theta? Because this refracting surface is same for remaining triangles, and along this adjacent, so here we get object distance, image distance and radius of curvature. So this reason here we consider that tan theta. Okay, and here ON is a negligible distance, so that's why here we consider that tan alpha is equal to MP divided by OP. Why? Because so this one is a very small distance, so that's reason here ON is nothing but OP. ON is nothing but OP. Okay, so that's why alpha value is very small. It means tan theta nearly equal to theta. It means tan alpha nearly equal to alpha. Why? Because so this OM is a paraxial, so that's why this value we consider that alpha. Another one triangle. So another one triangle MCN. In this triangle tan gamma is equal to opposite, Mn is opposite Mn is nothing but Np, adjacent, so adjacent is Nc is, it means Pn is very small, it means here we consider that Np, Cp. Yes, another one triangle. Why? Because so here we consider that beta value, we want beta value, so another one triangle MIN, triangle MIN. In this triangle we consider that tan beta, so tan beta means opposite by adjacent, so opposite Mn we consider that MP divided by adjacent side Ni, so Ni nothing but Ni is nothing but Np, Pi. Why? Because so this one is a negligible distance. Okay, so tan gamma is nearly equal to gamma. Why? Because paraxial ray, it means a very small angle, and beta is also very small angle, so tan beta nearly equal to the beta. Okay, so here we get alpha value, gamma value and beta value. Okay, so I is angle of incidence, alpha plus gamma. R is angle of refraction, gamma minus beta. Okay, you already know that Snell's law is from Snell's law. From Snell's law. So Snell's law means sine of angle of it is the ratio of sine of angle of incidence to the sine of angle of refraction for a given pair of media is always constant. Okay, so here we consider that two media, one is a rarer media, another one is a denser media. So this reason here sine of angle of incidence by sine of angle of refraction is equal to the constant mu2 by mu1. Okay, so paraxial ray, so I value and R value is very small, so this reason sin I nearly equal to I and sin R nearly equal to R. So that's way, so here I divided by R is equal to mu2 by mu1. Okay, so cross multiplication mu1 into I is equal to mu2 into R. Okay, so mu1 refractive index of a first media, it means rarer media, and I angle of incidence, it means alpha plus gamma is equal to mu2 refractive index of second media, it means a glass media, R gamma minus beta, So this reason mu1 into alpha value MP divided by OP plus gamma MP divided by CP is equal to mu2 gamma value MP divided by CP minus beta value MP divided by PI. Okay, so MP take common outside, then what happen? So cancel, then we get mu1 into 1 by OP plus 1 by CP is equal to, so mu2 into 1 by CP minus 1 by PI. Okay, so multiply this mu1, it means finally we get mu1 by OP, mu1 divided by OP plus mu1 divided by CP is equal to mu2 divided by CP minus mu2 divided by PI. Okay, just interchange this equation. It means mu1 divided by OP is equal to, mu1 divided by OP plus mu2 divided by PI is equal to mu2 divided by CP minus mu1 divided by CP. So this reason here mu2 minus mu1 divided by CP. So take a common, it means LCM CP. Okay, so mu2 minus mu1. Okay, we already know that OP, it means object distance. According to sign convention, if a distance always measured from pole of a mirror or optic center of a lens. So this reason, so pole of a refracting surface to object. So this one we consider that a negative. Okay, so OP is object distance. OP is object distance. It means minus U opposite to the incident ray. So this reason here we consider that object position minus U. It means object distance minus U. And PI image distance. PI is the image distance. So this one is along the incident ray. So this reason, so this value we consider that positive. Okay, so PI plus V. Another one is CP. Okay, CP is nothing but a radius of curvature, and this one is also positive. Why? Because so PC, it means along the direction of incident ray. Okay, so CP is equal to R. Yes. So this reason here, yes. So here mu1 divided by OP. OP means minus U plus mu2 divided by PI. PI means plus V. It means image distance. And here mu2 minus mu1 divided by mu2 minus mu1 divided by CP. CP means radius of a curvature. Okay, just make it rearrangement. mu2 divided by V minus mu1 divided by U. Why? Because object distance is equal to mu2 minus mu1 divided by R. So this one is a relation between object distance, image distance, radius of curvature and a refractive index. So this one is a 5 marks question in an examination. Okay. Thank you.